We know the RenaultSport Megane is good. Last year it beat the Focus RS and Scirocco R in our hot hatch deathmatch and was only 9/10ths behind a Boxster. But that wasn't enough. Despite its brilliance, it couldn't beat the fastest version of the old shape Megane, the R26R, around the Nurburgring. And that obviously annoyed Renault quite a lot.
So they made this. It's called the Megane 265 Trophy, and not only is it 9 seconds faster than the old car around the Nürburgring, it's also been round there quicker than any other front-wheel drive road car ever. 8 minutes, 7.97 seconds, don't you know?
The extra speed is thanks to more turbo boost and a tweaked air intake, giving the car 265 horsepower. 15 more than the normal RenaultSport Megane and 35 more than the old R26R.
Considering how fast this clearly is around a track, it's also surprisingly civilised. Don't forget that the old R26R had a roll cage in the back, even more track-focused tyres, 5-point harness and plastic back windows. Over any roads that were less than perfectly dry, like this one, it was a bit of a nightmare to drive quickly. This is far, far easier to drive at a decent lick, yet also faster.
But enough comparisons with the old car. This costs nearly £28,000, 4 more than the cheapest RenaultSport Megane, which has the same chassis. So it needs to be very, very special to drive.
What Renault have absolutely nailed is making the car feel alive and racy without being too hyperactive. So in sweeping open corners, it feels quite stable and the steering isn't too edgy. Yet when you turn it into a tighter corner and you need to make small adjustments to keep it where you want it, it does react.
The engine is a 2-litre turbo with 0 to 62 taking 6 seconds, 1/10 quicker than the standard car.
I'd say it's perhaps slightly gruntier in the middle of the rev range than the standard car, but what this engine does far better than pretty much any other turbocharged hot hatch engine is build in power throughout the revs instead of just peaking in the middle and then tailing off. Although for me it's not quite as fizzy and exciting as non-turbocharged RenaultSport engines like the ones in the Twingo and the Clio. My only other little complaint about the engine is this. A beep on the red line. I know it's on the red line. I can hear it bouncing off the limiter. I don't need that to tell me. And whilst I'm having a little bit of a gripe, when you're sitting really low down, which is nice to do in a Renault Sport car for a change, the dashboard feels really high and does seem to spoil your visibility a little bit.
But this is still the best hot hatch there is and makes a Scirocco seem a bit of a sodden lump.
The 265 Trophy is an awesome hot hatch, and as only 50 are coming to the UK, pretty much a definite future classic. I do think the old R26R was even fiercer, but this has proper seats, proper windows, is less snatchy and just plain faster. Job done.